The beavers in my yard are emerging for the first time in 2024, and tonight I'm going to meet my new neighbors. I've been observing these beavers intermittently for the past year, and I can say they are truly fascinating creatures. Ecosystem architects with the power to diversify any environment. I used to be under the misunderstanding that beavers are needlessly destructive, but after learning more about the effects of their tree chopping, I've come to learn that they are rebuilding this area to be wildly diverse. My beaver stigma has been chopped down, just like all the poplar trees within a beaver's reach of the pond. They have changed this environment in recent times by creating multiple dams from their chopped down trees and clearing new water channels to expand the pond. Even though their new attempt at a wetland currently resembles Mordor, it acts as a much needed repair to this area damaged by traditional agriculture. Last year, the beavers caused a huge sinkhole in the driveway, and this year we're trying out a culvert and hoping they don't do it again. This culvert allows the beavers to pass from one side of the pond to the other. Tonight is going to be a great test to see if they take to using this culvert and what we can kind of expect for the season moving forward. Beavers have terrible eyesight but great hearing and smell, so I had to keep silent while recording, otherwise all I would get was... Beavers slap their tails to warn other members of their family about danger as well as to ward off predators. Anyways, let's tiptoe out there and see what the beavers are up to. It feels bizarre to see the beavers walking on top of the ice because I'm so used to seeing them swimming down below the surface of the water. But check out this beaver who is stuck on top of the ice and cannot figure out how to get down below. Next, I saw this sweet beaver sniffing up into the air. Beavers use their noses a lot, so you'll often see them sniffing like this, and it's quite a sweet sight. Then I had the absolute treat of witnessing this little beaver give itself a scrub down under the chin, on the belly, all around. I believe this is actually a baby beaver born in the winter because it's quite a bit smaller than all of the others. All of the beavers are starting to come out, and I have simultaneously counted 6, so I know there's at least 6 beavers, but maybe more. Then something really unique happened. This beaver came right up to me to check if the other side of the pond was clear, likely before trying to use the culvert. I think I was standing too close because it peered over the edge and got pretty spooked, then took off. But something I'm really not used to seeing is that it came back and checked me out again. Usually beavers are a lot more standoffish than this, but maybe this is just early season curiosity and it's still getting its webbed footing. Everybody knows there's nothing better than snack time, and this beaver has it figured out, chewing on some cambium. Beavers don't actually eat wood, they eat the soft inner bark of the tree called cambium. And then you can see that another beaver is actually coming up to join this one mid-snack, and this is likely a beaver spouse pairing. Beavers mate for life, and their behavior together, anywhere from helping each other groom to cuddling and being pretty interactive, can be adorable to witness. These two are an especially great pair, and this leads into probably my favorite moment from day one watching. I don't have to narrate over this one, you can just watch and enjoy this very sweet clip. Like, come on, is that not the sweetest thing you've seen all week? And it leads into a very exciting other moment where I caught this beaver using the culvert. Now that concludes my day one watching, but I went out every single day this week and I had some really exciting moments. On day 2, I came out and noticed that there were multiple beavers on the other side of the pond, which means they're getting very comfortable using the culvert, which of course is great news. Today I got to express my gratitude for these beavers in particular who simply cannot get enough of the smells out here. I caught them multiple times, jumping over logs, sniffing through the bushes, just taking in all the aromas. It was a great sight. This beaver definitely noticed me and gave a couple tail slaps to let me know I wasn't welcome and to warn the other beavers, so I knew it was time to head out for the day. I don't really want to disturb the beavers from their natural behavior and give them a fear response. That's not why I'm here at all. The next few days came with their challenges. The beavers were a lot more skittish on these days, and it just seemed like any sound I made, they picked up on, and they were very timid. It was really tough to get them doing their natural behaviors. Despite this, I was still able to capture some really cool moments, and I'll show those off, starting with this slow motion tail slap that I got. Check out its little tiny feet flipping over. I had no idea the process would look quite like this. Yeah, okay, sorry about that one. It was just too good not to give the beavers a showcase. And then here's just a few more clips of the beavers swimming about. Again, they were pretty standoffish. But I was able to sneak all the way over to the other side of the pond, get under this log, and capture a beaver up close and personal. I do think this one heard me as well because it was just coming over to check out the area, and then it went back to the safety of its dam. But this one definitely did not hear me, and I had the absolute pleasure of witnessing another beaver give itself the scrub down, getting all up in its thick fur, and I don't think this will ever get old. It is so sweet to see. On day 7, I had something absolutely insane happen, and I'm not even going to include it in this video because I think it deserves its own video to properly explain everything. But essentially, I got way too close to the beavers for comfort or safety, and it's a mistake I will not be making again. So even though it's been a very good week watching the beavers, I have some not so good news. Check this out. As you know, here's the culvert, but right beside it, there's a hole brewing, and I believe the beavers are digging another hole under the road. I do not know what I'm going to do about that yet. I will have to figure it out. If you want to stay updated on the situation, hit the subscribe button because I'm going to be posting lots of video updates to keep you in the loop on what's going on. Do you have any unique beaver facts that you know? Please be sure to leave them, as well as any feedback on this video in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.